What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's January. What are we doing here? It's January. Oh well. Here we are. Here we are. How y'all doing? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. You'll have to excuse me if I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've streamed. What's up, everybody? What's up, Zach? What's up, Bro Stars? Storm Fusion's here. A lot of familiar. Shiny. What's up, Shiny? Crunchy. Bro. Surrey's here. Paganini's here. Bro, it's like I never left. What's up, everybody? Yes. Yes, I'm back. I'm alive. I'm alive. That's true. I have been playing Minecraft. No, I'm not Dream. But that's what Dream would say, right? Yes, I'm actually Dream, and this is my backup plan. Once everybody realized I faked that speed run, my Minecraft career is over, so I'm transitioning to studying sessions. I'm alive. Yeah. Okay. What a time to be alive. I could not agree with you more. So, how's everybody been? How are you guys doing? I guess we should just get started. But it's been so long. I got to tell you, I guess I should give you a brief update what I've been doing. I have been tutoring, but I have been tutoring very interesting kind of different tests. They're not like a test that you would recognize, but they're like how do I even say this? So like I am tutoring people who potentially could become your future teachers. That's the best way I know how to put it. I'm tutoring the teacher test to teachers. Because believe it or not, they need help. Especially in California. I was playing Minecraft. Yes, I was. So, an era of destruction. Yeah, very true. No, I was doing some international tutoring, weird hours. I was doing like some teacher tutoring, like I told you. But I said, you know what, cancel. I turned to my assistant today. I said, cancel all of my plans. We're going to have an SHSAT study sesh. So I figure we can kick it a little bit. We can go through this guy. I guess you can't really. We can go through this guy, which is the Form A of the official practice test released by the city. So we can go through that, kind of rip that up, answer any questions you guys have, and then we could do problems based off the problems you see there. But whatever, this is for you guys. I'm back merely for you. This isn't for me. Oh, another update I probably should tell you. I got a dog. So things are going pretty good. I hope you guys are doing well. I know you guys have been sitting on your computers. Have they opened your schools yet? Have they done it? Oh, you guys have done this one before? That's all right. We can do like we can just use the test to inspire different problems that we can do. So we'll do like a test problem, and then we'll do like problems that are inspired off of it. Can I turn on slow mode for the chat? Yeah, the chat is flying, isn't it? Let me see if that's something I can do real quick before we get into this bad boy. I don't know if that's something. Let me see real quick if I can. Okay. I'm enabling slow mode in the chat, so you're going to have to think long and hard about what you want to say. You know, I have not been on that Discord in a minute, but if you ask somebody who's on it, they probably could give you a link. Why would Tyler kidnap Jackie Chan? I wouldn't. We're friends. I don't need to kidnap him. I just need to hang out with him. All right. Yeah, Tyler, you got an ad. Nice. I thought my channel was going to get demonetized for sure. Tyler, what do you do if you haven't studied at all? By Mr. Poop Night. Thank you, Mr. Poop Night. If you haven't studied at all, the route to the best success is to problem solve and to be like a detective and to see if you can finesse the answer out of problems, and also just stoke your confidence. Like, don't get demoralized. Know you're fighting an uphill battle, so like revel in it. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Paganini Paganini now says the chat is too slow. Well, if Paganini thinks it's too slow, then it's too slow. All right, cool. All right, bros. Send the 2021 handbook, please. What if I just drop the link into the chat? Is that good enough? Yeah, I think that's good enough. Boom. That's the link. Click it. That's the handbook. That's the one we're going to be going over. During the test, oh, that's a pretty good one. Let's see here. Where did it say that? Oh, I guess it didn't show up. Any suggestions for the SHSAT? I take it in 2 weeks. Well, you're in the right place, bro. I'll tell you that. Should I keep working to get a perfect score on math or work on ELA? You should work to get a perfect score on math, bro. I have not been kidnapped. No, Shiny, I have not been kidnapped. So yeah, the chat is a little delayed. I don't know if there's anything right now I can do about that. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything right now I can do about that. I have to like go into my YouTube, like my grander YouTube settings to fix that. But that might be a little bit. I think it might just be because a lot of people are in the chat right now. SHSAT speedrun videos are very nice. Thanks, Robert. What's up, Sharad Roy? What's up? Can you please start? I'm waiting. All right. Some people have been waiting for months, Amber. So just know that. What's up, Roleplays? Oh, Techno's in it? What's up, man? We know your dream. You speedrun the SHSAT. Yeah, and I actually changed the RNG for that speedrun. So get ready for me to be exposed. Okay. Doggo reveal. If you guys are good, I'll do a doggo reveal. But right now the doggo is VIP, and he's watching the crows fly. So he's kind of busy right now. All right. So without any further ado, I think that was enough catching up. I hope everybody has been doing great. And I know you have a test coming up. So let's kind of get into this a little bit. Let's get into this just a little bit here. Which form are we using, Justin? We are using form A. What's up, Nims? Oh, Havoc sent you? Sick. If I donate $5 dog review, I will do a dog review. Yeah. Which is the better, Khan or SPI Tutoring Center? I actually don't know SPI Tutoring Center. That's like my first time hearing that. Yeah. Do you need any more details? Yeah. I will not confirm or deny that. No, don't expose me, Storm. If we're in the 8th grade and taking the SHSAT, do we get 9th grade material? Yeah, you do. Oh, no. If you're currently in the 8th grade, you get. I guess it is technically 9th grade material, but you just get the regular SHSAT for sure. Okay, cool. So let's get into this. Should I start with math or ELA, whatever you're stronger in, Clash? I missed you two role plays. Is Cons good? I don't know. I know that the guy who started Cons is a legend, but the guy that runs it right now is in a little bit of hot water. Yeah, dude. Wiz is back. What's up, Wiz? How'd you get better at 9th grade SHSAT math in 3 to 2 weeks? Look at the SAT. That's how you get better. Okay. So, guys, are you ready to start? Should we start? Is it time to start? Can we start? Or should we keep waiting? I'm ready to start. I'm ready to do it. So, really, that's all we need. We just need the will. All right, so again, I might be a little rusty. It's been a while since I've done this material. But here we go. Here we go. Nonetheless, here we go. All right, so the first one that I want to focus on really quick is I want to focus on number 60 first and foremost. So let's do this up. Let's do number 60 really quick. And go ahead and put your answers into the chat. I don't know if I can write down everybody's name just with how fast the chat's scrolling, but just know in your heart that you're a winner. Yeah, Angela, that is one way to do it. But we need to express our answer as a decimal, yeah? All right, so Angela's got 2.5. Levy agrees. What's up, Levy? Sumita agrees. Kite has the right figure, I believe. Hosen's there. Cruz is there. Suphonic is there. Michael's there. Swerver, Clash, Justin. All right, this may be a bandwagon series up on there, Shiny. Okay. Yeah, may be a bandwagon answer, but who knows? I wonder if there would be an easy way to do this rather than dividing decimals, but I guess I'll show you the kind of classic way to do this. So whenever you see the word per, that is a division sign, straight up. That's what the word per kind of indicates. So we have 3 over 16 over 3 over 40, right? And so when I have to do this, I'm just going to go ahead and unstack. This feels so weird to do this right now. It's like I'm so like, what am I even doing? All right, so then we get something that looks like that. And if you're familiar with how to do this, the next step is pretty obvious. Hopefully at this stage of the game, you can kind of see that we can do a little bit of simplifying right here. So I'm going to divide both of these by 4. So that's going to be 4 here. That's going to be 10 here. And so when I do the multiplication across, it's going to be 30 over 12. Right? Is that right? 30 divided by 12. $2.5. That's the answer. Does that make sense? So you can't actually you can cross cancel. Yeah, that's exactly what I did, Angela, more or less. Yeah. So that's it. Any questions? Not bad. Just if you can remember that the word per means divide. And that's where this, if you can get this, then you just have to remember kind of how to do the division of fractions. But a lot of times when they ask for like a ratio like this, one thing compared to another, very, very often you'll see it's like 3 out of 16 to 3 out of 40, right? Something like that. That's also how they play with ratios. So we can do it with the fraction. We can also do it with that colon thing. So don't be freaked if you see something like that. Can you also simplify the 2 3s? Oh, duh. Can I get a duh check? Yeah, you can simplify the 2 3s. Thanks. See, I told you I'm a little rusty. Okay, so really quickly before we leave this page, just because I think it would be kind of relevant, just to hit this vocab word, who's got the definition of supplementary angles? What is a supplementary angle, right? What's a supplementary angle or supplementary angles? I'm looking in the chat to see who the first one is with it. Yeah, bang. Antarctica. Boom, got it. 2 angles which equal 180 degrees. That is what is considered supplementary, right? And what would that even look like? A lot of you guys are probably super familiar, but it's when you have a straight line and you have 2 angles that create that half circle, right? 180 degrees, half circle. So this could be 60 and this could be 120. And that is supplementary. Who's got the definition for complementary angles? Oh, Shiny's on it. Shiny's already on it. You guys can stop. Shiny's on it. Complementary is 90. Yeah, that's exactly it. And that would look something like this. And this could be 60 and that could be 30, and they both form a right angle. So that's what's up, yeah. We all saying it. Yeah, I know you guys are probably screaming it at your computer. Like you guys spend most of your days screaming at your computer? Because I do. Okay. All right. Ooh, I really, really like questions like 62. So let's jump into 62 really quick. Who's got an answer? Yeah, I don't know why the chat on my screen is slow. I fired up OBS for the first time in like months today. So I probably need to play with my settings a little bit, to be honest. Why would you get the fraction upside down? You get the fraction upside down, Tariq, because you're doing multiple. Oh, because maybe you didn't flip the second one or something, or you flipped the first one. I don't even know. All right, so answers are flooding in. We got 132. I don't know if that's a real. Yeah, I as well spend a lot of time. Okay, yeah, that's exactly it. Shiny's on it. Shiny, do you want to run the stream, bro? Yeah, that's it. So when you're playing with tables and they say number of, do not get swerved by that, because a lot of times people don't consider the amount that is needed, right? So number of children in the family, number of families, so that's 45 zeros. So that's a ton of zeros, right? We basically just need to find out what the 55th term is, because as you guys know, median is the middle number. It's not like an average, which is the mean. It's not the most common, which is the mode, right? It is the middle. Like they call the thing in the middle of the road a median. I don't know if you know that, but now you can pass your driver's test. So if there's 110 families, what's going to be the middle of 110? The 55th family. So we need to find out who the 55th family is. We have 45 families with a 0 straight up. Then we have 32 families So, we only need 10 more. So that's going to be within the 1 because there's going to be 22 also with the 1, but that's where our median is. So hopefully that makes sense. I probably could go into it a lot more detailed if you guys are confused with how to quickly get your medians like that. But that's just how it goes down. You guys are cracked. Thank you, Perba, for answering the supplementary angles. Appreciate that. That is correct. That's the correct definition. It's just funny. It's like an hour later. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's how that goes down. 19? I don't know. How'd you get 19, bro? That's the question. Yeah, Bicky's on it. All right, cool. So that one actually you guys crushed out of the park. I forget how good the chat is. I forget that many of my streaming frustrations is because the chat is too smart for the material that they're given. Ooh, I love me a circle. I love me a circle. I don't even care if it's an easy question. I don't even know. I haven't even looked at it yet. But we're going to do this circle question because I love circles so much. All right, bros. Let's hit it. Number 65. Let's go. Studying for 10 minutes a day? Well, that's not bad, man. What did Arnold Schwarzenegger say? If you can do a little bit every single day, it adds up. Techno. Yeah, I actually don't know if that's still banned or not. You could try it, but okay. So we got some answers coming in. Cruz is on B. Levy's there too. Tariq. Jerry's there. Yeah, Tenzin. What's up, Tenzin? Lawrence. Iron Ore. Halson. Techno. Yeah, the bandwagon's got wheels, ladies and gentlemen. Javed. Shartokyo. What's up, Shartokyo? Aiden's there. Suri's there. What's up, Suri? Sharad, Techno. If it is banned still, that's hilarious. I have no idea why. I mean, I have an idea why, but I don't know. Maybe I'll throw that into the Discord. The SHSAT is in 15 or 16 days. I know. That's why I'm back. Okay, so a lot of the chat immediately is saying B. So how could that be? How could that be? These questions confuse me. Well, we're about to go into it, so buckle the safety belt on your gaming chair so you don't fall out when you see this answer. I is on D, rebellious. I appreciate that. I'm bad at math. Well, then, just pay attention. We're going to be going through it. Yep, mask. That's a pretty good explanation, but we'll go into it, but that's a pretty good explanation. Oh, that's right. I used to call you Roy. Yeah, I can go back to calling you Roy. I don't care. Yeah, I actually just haven't been on my Discord app, but I'll try to remember that. It's either B or D from Paganini. Okay, is that a pun? I don't know. So let's go into it. Let's talk about it. So what we're dealing with here is a circle with a square. Wow, just incredible insights from the live stream today. Obviously, that's what we're dealing with. It's to the corner, yeah. This is that's pretty much a perfect circle. Like, if you don't think that this is a perfectly drawn circle, like, you should go get your eyes checked or like fix your glasses or something. So we know for a fact that the area of the square is 4 centimeters. Obviously, side times side equals area. So the area is 4 equals s squared. This is just way too complex to figure out that the side is 2, right? So that's 2 and that's 2. And so then we can find out what the area of the entire circle is, because that's a formula that you should know by heart, pi r squared. So it's going to be pi times 4, aka 4 pi. So this whole circle is 4 pi. Now, how do we figure out what the exact dimensions of this is? It's because a circle is incredibly equal. And we know that this is 90 degrees. We also know that circles are 360 degrees. So if this is a 90-degree chunk out of the 360 degrees, that actually reduces to 1/4. So we know we're dealing with 1/4 of the circle. 1/4 of 4 pi I'll do the work. I'm doing the work. I showed up. I'm doing the work. 1/4 times 4 pi is 4 pi over 4. We cancel that out. We're left with our boy pi. That's the answer, B. So that's how these problems go down. Let me see if I can think of one that might throw you guys a little bit. Thanks, Mask. Appreciate that. Mask is a connoisseur of circles, obviously. We are roughing up our smooth. So true. So true. Okay. Let's see here. So let me see if I can get a problem to trick the chat. It's been a while since I've been able to trick the chat. You guys have no idea how, like, this test I'm tutoring is like world history and like psychology, and like it's like miles away from this. So that's what's going on with that. Okay, so let me see if I can trick you guys. Let me see if I can trick you guys here. I would like to be able to trick you guys. But I don't know. It's been so long. It's been so long. Okay, all right. No more excuses. Hold on. Let me just check to make sure that these numbers work out. Of course they work out. Duh. No. Oh, that's a good problem. Okay. So let's say we have something. Oh, my ruler. Forgot my ruler. Hold on. Okay. How would this? Oh my God, my brain is like, duh. Oh yeah, duh. Okay. So it'd be something like. Okay, we're back. We are back. It's coming back to me, slowly but surely. Okay. Let me write this out. Okay. All right. So, if this problem is too hard for you, like if you look at this problem, let me get serious here. Let me get some serious here. If you're looking at this problem that I'm about to give and you go, oh my God, that's so hard. I'm going to fail this test. Don't be thinking like that, bro. Don't ever be thinking like that. I'm only giving you this problem because I need to give a hard problem, or at least one that tickles your smooth brains to encourage the bumps to grow. Okay, so let me get rid of this. All right, no answer choices. Let's get it. The area of rectangle XYZO is 20. XY is 5. BO is 5. And BA is 5. What is the area of the shaded region? Let's go. Swerve, you might be a little off on that figure. Check your math. check your math, bro. And unless you no. Like I said, don't be intimidated. We're gonna break this down, and I'm gonna show you really, really what's going on here, which is nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy at all. Okay, we got our first answer from I with 2 pi. All right. Angela, who 3.125. Shiny 3.125. Jerry's on 2. Cruz is on 2. Nicole wants to know if it's 45 degrees. I will never tell. Give me more time. We will. Exactly, Golden. That's exactly why I'm giving you this problem. You'll have to excuse the train in the background. But the whole point of these types of problems is to show you that they will try to bamboozle you. They will try to make it seem like their problem is too intense and too invested for you to ever get it right. But I'm going to show you that really even the most intimidating problems are just like the thing where it's like a bunch of people wear like a trench coat and you stand on each other's shoulders and you pretend like you're like a really tall man. That's what these problems are. It may seem like a really tall man, but it's just a bunch of little people in a trench coat. So just let that sit with you for a little bit. Hassan's on 2 pi. Rebecca is thinking that. All That Gaming as well. Red Cap, Bro Stars, Shauna. Yeah, Techno, Tariq. Okay. Let's go over this. Techno slammed his keyboard and broke it out of pure math rage. Symphonic on 8 pi. Something pi. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, I did 1/8 of 25, so I'm not sure how that works. Well, we'll cut it. We'll cut into this. All right. So, like I said, I think the trench coat analogy is actually an extremely good one. Yeah, because that's all these complicated problems are. Because as far as what they're allowed to test you on, they can't like throw calculus at you because you haven't learned. You're not expected to know calculus. So how do they make a problem really hard is they just stack a bunch of concepts on top of each other. So let's go into this. The very first thing that we're going to start breaking down is the area of this rectangle is 20. We know, obviously, I should get a different color pen. Hold up. I got look, this is how long it's been. My pens are in a bundle. That's how long this has been. I was rubber banding them. Okay. I think the green should work. We getting some green? Yeah, we are. All right, so we know that the area of any rectangle is length times width equals the area. And I highly recommend just writing down your formulas whenever you think they'll be relevant, just because it helps. Because if we know that the area is 20, if the area is 20 equals length times width, and we know that the width, this xy here, is 5, then what's w? 5w equals 20, divide both sides by 5, 4 equals w. So why is that relevant? Because now we have a radius. That's why it's relevant. And so just to break down this first mystery, is the only reason I put this rectangle in here is because I didn't want to just straight up give you the radius. That's it. It just forces you to figure out the radius. That's it. That's all you're expected to do. You could literally forget this rectangle now. Goodbye. Goodbye. So now we know what the radius is, but we're going to have to deal with this triangle here. We know that BO is 5. We know that AB is 5. And so what type of triangle do we got? What type of triangle do we got? How do we know that QX is the radius or OX is the radius? I mean, that's not how they're going to trick you. They're not going to trick you by going, actually, it's micro. No, it's like, that's like a different test. That's actually another test that I tutor, which is the GMAT to get into graduate school. They do stuff like that. But SHSAT, they play decently fair. So back to this triangle, right? Why did they give you both of these? Because they need to categorize the type of triangle. And that's an isosceles triangle, which means that two angles and two sides are the same. Why is that relevant? It's not just trivia. It's relevant because we know that's 90 degrees. And we know that the internal angle of a triangle add up to 180. So if that's already 90, we only have 90 degrees left between these two angles. So that's a 45-degree angle. That's a 45-degree angle up in there. And so now we're Gucci. I mean, now we're honestly good to go. Now we're literally at the last problem. The same problem as before, basically. So we know that it's 45 over 360. How many times does 5 go into 360? I should have simplified this myself. Man, Rust. Dude, Rust. Who's in my Rust base? Me. So 72, so it's going to be 9 over 72 divided by 9 on both sides. That's going to be 1/8. So we know that this section in here is 1/8 of the whole circle. What is the entire area of the circle? Pi r squared. So pi 16 pi. That's the whole thing. And we know that 1/8 of it is drawn in. So 16 pi times 1/8 is 16 pi over 8. And yeah, that's going to equal 2 pi. The chat is genius. The chat is Elon Musk. Yeah, I actually did not trick the chat at all, actually. I didn't trick the chat. Some people in the chat got it wrong, but for the most part, the chat dominated and destroyed that question, which is good to see. But if you're still confused, just remember, I shouldn't have crumpled that paper up. I do that every time. Just remember that with circles, part over whole. If we're dealing with angles, it's going to be the part over 360. If we're dealing with like the circumference, it's going to be part over. Oh, that's what I should have done. See, I'm rusty. I'm so rusty. Now I'm thinking of like the problems that I should have given you. Man. All right, I'm going to do one more. Just because I think it's kind of an interesting concept here. But it won't be as invested as that. It'll be a little bit simpler. Geez, that's another really good circle. Okay. Not even using the ruler. We just freehanded it now. Okay. Some of you, again, will look at this in confusion, but that's really good because that means you're about to learn something. So I'll give you guys about a minute to crack this one. Let's go. Omar, we know both angles are 45 because both sides are 5. And in an isosceles triangle, we know that if two sides are equal, two angles are equal. So we knew that both of those angles had to be the same. One of the angles was already 90, so that was left for them to split. Thanks, Haru is a circle respecter. I appreciate that. How long are you going to stream today? I don't know how. Maybe not the full stream, just because I'm so rusty, dudes. All right, so answers are flooding in. 6 pi, 6 pi, 6 pi. Tenzin's straight 6. What's up, Shad? Long time no see, my man. Tenzin's on 6 pi. Shiny. Easy, 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 GG. Nicole's on 9 pi. Respect the contrarian. Shark Tokyo's on 6 poo. Yaha Levy's on 6 pi. That was the area. Ooh, see, did I trick you, bro? Did I trick you, Hassan? 4 pi. Yeah, Nicole is on it. Brian, what's up, Brian? It's good to see everybody. I must say, I missed you guys. It was an isosceles triangles because isosceles triangles, yeah. I thought 6 pi was the area. 2/3 pi. All right. What can I say? High school is stressful. No way, bro. Just remember, nothing matters, bro. Are you going to stream tomorrow? Probably. I do have tutoring on Wednesday. Shiny, you're a little off. Check your numbers, bro. All right, so let's go into this. Mask is on 4 pi. Rade, 6 pi. Reyes is 5.5. It's got the trips. Jerry, 2.25. Agha is 120. I am confused. That's good. Yo, animation space. What's up? What's the question? What is the length of ABC, bro? That is the question. All right, so let's cut into this. Enough with this problem. Time to tame the problem. So again, the concept here, guys, and don't forget this is so key with circle problems, is part over whole. That's how everything breaks down with these circle problems. And so what's our part? Our part here, I know I shaded it in to throw you guys off because that's how I do it, is our part is this line. It's not the full circumference. It's just that part of the circumference that I kind of scribbled over roughly, right? That's our part. So we actually don't know what arc ABC is, but we know that it's going to be over the whole circumference. I spelled that right. Don't check that. So that's going to be our part over whole, our arc ABC over the entirety of the circumference. Remember that a circumference is just the perimeter of a circle. So that's our part of a whole. Now, how do we know what this needs to equal? Well, we need to find another part over whole, and we're given the internal angle. So that's going to be a part over whole, which is 360. And now we have a pretty easy problem here. We know that the radius is 3, and so we can actually fill out this circumference. We know ABC, and obviously the circumference of a circle is pi d or 2 pi r. That's the circumference. I can't believe I remember that. So 2 times 3, so it's going to be 6 pi. That's the entirety of it. And this actually reduces to 1/3. So this is our problem. This is what this problem breaks down into, right? So 6 pi equals 3ABC, which is an arc. Divide both sides by 3, divide both sides by 3. You're going to get 2 pi equals arc ABC. That's it. 2 pi. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's how this one goes down. Yeah, a lot of people solving for the area. Oh, haha! Finally, the first one. Where is this? Anarchia. The first one of the year, and I slipped it past you guys. I slipped it past all of you guys. Incredible. Incredible. I can't say that I'm disappointed that you didn't catch it earlier because Anarcha did catch it. All right, let me just break it down. If you're brand new to this channel, every once in a while, because I know I could just do math problems and you guys could, watch me solve them and pretend you're smart, but that isn't, participation, right? I want you guys to be active. So occasionally, just like right now, I purposefully do the problem incorrectly to make sure that you're paying attention. And Anarchia was paying attention. Thank you. So I don't know if you guys caught it or if you were just nodding along to the problem, but I purposefully, I bet you could, if you go back, you can hear me kind of laugh when I did it. I purposefully kind of messed it up right here. Do you guys see me? He messed that up on purpose. Like, I know I don't have the face cam on, but you would see me like smirking because that 120 isn't representative of this part of the circumference. It's representative of this part of the circumference. So this part over whole is not actually correct. And thank you, Anarchia, for noticing that I dropped that in here. If we're actually going to do it properly, what you would see the part over whole would be, we'll go back to this, A, B, C over the circumference, which is 6 pi. The part is not 120. The part is the other side of that, which is 240 over 360. And only a couple of you guys caught it. That is so good. I'm glad you guys caught it. So this is actually the ratio we're going to be dealing with here. It's going to be ABC over 6 pi equals 2 over 3, right? And so what we're going to do when we cross multiply is 3ABC equals 12 pi. Divide both sides by 3. 3 arc ABC equals 4 pi. And that is the real answer. Congratulations to Anarchia for getting that one. Very, very cool. Yes. Oh, wow. I got the whole squad laughing. Yeah. All right. So that actually is the answer there. Just guys, pay attention. We're moving. We're moving here. So this isn't a sit back and relax. This is, you have to be critical of the math that's going on here. I'm the type of person that used the wrong formula and gets the right answer. Lucky. Yeah. So also that is a trick. That is a trick that they do on the test, and that is actually when I was making the problem what I had intention of. And they give you the information for the wrong side. Rather than giving you the 240 here, that would make the most sense. They give you that extra little step that you have to do. You know what I mean? All right, really nice. Just testing you. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people don't understand. They're like, oh no, you just made a mistake and you're blaming it. It's like, you don't understand the levels of chess that I am playing with you guys. This isn't, I'm not a teacher, okay? Keep in mind, I tutor the teachers, right? They come to me for tutoring, so, which is true. It's actually kind of funny. I was like, oh, that's, it kind of takes away the mystery of it. Any of the problems on this page seem interesting to you guys that we should cut into? Shiny, I did do face cam. You guys know what I look like. You just have to look back at the vids. See ya, Haru. What's happening with the mic? I don't know. I'd have to go back. It's, as you know, my mic has had problems. Am I taking topic requests? Yeah, I may not do it today, but yeah, it is true. I do tutor the teachers. That's funny. The test is called the SHSAT and the C-BEST, and they are competency exams to become a teacher in the state of California. Along with all the other tests too. 60? How many times do you go live? I don't know. Yeah, and dude, I've done face cams. I've done like several hour-long streams with my face cam on. You think I need a pop filter? Probably. I just think I need to fix my mic, actually. I think that's what's going on. See you, Cruz. 69? Yeah, we can go into 69. Live in Cali. My location currently is unknown, but yes, I do tutor California tests. I was living in Calabasas for a little while. 69. Let's go into 69. All right, guys, give it your best shot. Let's go. Oh, Omar, you know the Hidden Hills. Yeah, bro. Hidden Hills, Bell Canyon, the Oaks. All right, a lot of people coming down. I see a couple A. I see a lot of D coming in. All right, so let's go through this problem. I feel like a lot of you guys, even though it may be hard, it's also one of those where it's like you either know it or you don't. So let me go through there. Okay. So they say n is a whole number. That just means it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And 0.01 is between those two fractions. What is the value of n? So you can get fancy with this. You can get really fancy with this, but I'm not a fancy guy. And on this particular test, when things are kind of important, you want to use the easiest, most simple method to get things done, the most reliable way to get things done. The most reliable way, hands down, for this problem, I believe, in my humble opinion, is just to plug in the answers, bro. Just plug in the answers. That's all you have to do. So that's literally what we're going to do. We're just going to plug in the answers. Now I'm getting texts. It's weird. Some weird people in my life have notifications for my channel, even if they don't need to study. So let's plug these in. We have 1 over n, and we have 1 over n plus 2. And we need 0.01 to between them. So first off, if we throw 0 in there, that's going to be 1 divided by 0. We could actually talk about, let's actually save A for later. Let's go into B. B would be 1 over 1, which is 1, and 1 over 3, which is 0.333 repeating. So obviously that's not going to work for us. C is going to be 1 over 2, which is 0.5, and 1 over 4, which is 0.25. So that's obviously, between there is not this tiny, tiny little number. It's less than that. So straight up, we can already just say D is the answer. But we will go into it just because it's interesting enough. Whenever you have 1 over 99, you're going to get a repeating decimal. It's going to repeat, and I'll prove that to you right now. 1 divided by 99. We're going to be very careful with our division here. Put another 0, still doesn't fit. And it's going to be 1, 99. We're going to get 1. And we're going to have to add another 0. We're going to have to add another 0. And we're going to get this number repeating forever. Okay? Whenever you have a number over 9 or number over 99 or 999, that's what you're going to get, a repeating number. And then what is 1 over 101? Well, then let's just do the division. And that way we know for sure. So 1 divided by 101, nothing there, nothing even there. And we're going to get a tiny number. It's probably going to be a 9. So between this decimal, 0.009 and 0.01, we are going to get that number right there. I told you I would mention A. So a lot of times people get these two concepts confused. If we have 1 divided by 0 versus 0 divided by 1, and I just want to clear the air. If anybody in the chat has like a good way to remember that, then go ahead and plug that in there. But for the most part, this is how I remember to do it, because I often forget. I'm like, wait, which one is which? So this is how I remember how to do it. I'm like, see how rusty I am? I'm like touching my ink and I'm like bleeding it all over the place. So let's talk about this guy first. Let me get rid of this. Let me talk about this guy first. This is 1 divided by 1 per 0, 1 divided by 0. So 1 divided by 0. How many times does 0 go into 1? I don't know. Like, we could put a 2 here. 2 times 0 is 0, and we're left with 1. Alternatively, we could put a 7 here, and it'd still be 1. Right? Like, so no matter what number we put in here, we still can't get an answer. There's infinity number that we could try and we won't get an answer. Whereas if we look at something like this and it's 0 divided by 1, well, we need to put a 0 here and we're done. So that's why this is legitimate. This is not legitimate. And that's what A was. Very true. Very true. Parisa, you're confused. What are you confused about? What confuses you? What do you have? Oh, yeah, you can have that. So I've been to entertain my dog during these streams and like when I'm working and stuff. Rather than like giving him a bowl of food for dinner, I like take the kernels, the individual kernels of dog food, and I hide them in my apartment. I like hide them under things, and I hide them like in corners and in like closets and stuff. And so he spends like 30 minutes eating his dinner, like trying to find all of it. Tyler, you've been awoken. Wow. Okay, cool. All right. All right. Okay. So, is there anything else that we should go over? Let me just check my schedule today. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. No, I got a little bit of time. All right, let's see if we can do another problem or two here real quick. People were in the chat mentioning 67. Should we go over that? Does 67 blow your mind? Is anyone's mind blown by 67? Is a better question to ask. I didn't read your question, animation space. What was it? Tyler, can we talk about something cool at the end of the stream, like why you can't divide by 0, or if the multiplicative inverse of 0 is infinity? That's an interesting topic, animation space. I don't know if we can talk about that, or if it's like 100% relevant, but that actually is pretty cool. All right, so let's just go into this. A lot of people are saying, nope, no, nah, nope, nope, nop, nope. Nope. Hey, Tyler, I know we can't say this for sure, but do you think getting around 90% on practice tests is good enough to get into STI? If it's 90% on a section, maybe. If it's 90% over the whole test, probably. I would say you need to shoot for 93 or 94%. But it's good that you're clocking in 90%. But guys, I have a feeling it's going to be the hardest year to get into a specialized high school. Last year was super hard. this year is going to be even harder. And I'm not saying that to demoralize you. I'm not saying that to be like, oh, guys, take this seriously. I'm saying that because they are offering a lot more seats to different programs, and that means less seats for merit-based entry. So you are in a much more competitive field this year than you were in previous years, and that's just straight up truth. Some of these are so easy. Oh, here, let's do 73. I have a feeling this might throw somebody. So let's do 73. I don't know. It's just my thought that maybe this might throw somebody. So let's go into it. 73, let's go. my dog just took my headphones off. Can I get into style with 100% on math and 80 for ELA? Yeah, David, you can. Tyler, can we do like circles and pi? I forgot what they are called, but like 2 pi to the r to the r. Unknown Wolf, what are you talking about? We could do something like that. You just finished taking this test, bro? Welcome. All right, a lot of people coming in on D, 35, XD. FBI, oh my God, it's the FBI, they're here. I'm not afraid of the FBI. I'm not afraid of the FBI. I pay my taxes. Although I keep getting audited. I've been audited too many times. Like, why are you going after me? Like one time the IRS audited me after tax and they wanted $9. They wanted $9. I had to go through all of this like IRS legal stuff and they're like, yeah, you owe us $9. I was like, really? Really? Okay. Does anyone have a good way to give myself a score for practice test? You could use the diagnostic on my website, tylertutor.com. It's a little old, but it should be good. Okay. Yeah, Techno is being gang stalked by the FBI. I will show you guys a picture of my dog soon. I just don't have one loaded on my CPU. All right, so let's go into this question. I think you guys are probably right. A truck rental company charges a one-time fee of $40 plus $1 per mile driven. Dahlia rented the truck and used a coupon, 20% off the total rental cost. Have we done this one? After the coupon was applied, she spent a total of $60. How many miles did she drive? Okay. So I actually don't know if I've seen this problem before. So 40 plus however $1 per mile driven. So $1 times every mile that they drove. And that whole thing is going to be 20% off. So instead of saying, we're going to say it's 80% of whatever this is. And that's a slick way to do this. Because if it's 100% of the cost and I get 20% off, then I'm going to be left with 80%. And a lot of people know that 80% is 0.8. So Dahlia paid for 80% of the total cost, which is that $40 and however many miles she drove. And she paid $60. So here we are. This is it. This is the question. This is the problem. I'm going to make this even easier by making this 0.8 a 4/5. Because personally, I just like working with fractions, and it's going to be a lot easier when we have to take care of this, which is what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to times both sides by 5 times 5. I get a cross off there, and it's going to be 4 times the quantity of 40 plus 1m equals 300, right? I could do the math just to prove to you guys, 30, right? So now we can divide by 4, both sides divided by 4, 300 divided by 4, it's going to be 38, 7, 28, 75. So 40 plus m equals 75 minus 40 minus 40, m equals 35. Let's go. Questions? Does anyone know how to get better and improve on ELA and analyzing questions? I might. And a big way to get better at ELA is the whole point of, most of ELA is reading comp. Yeah, there's grammar, but it's reading comp. And what is the key word there? I know this sounds reductive, but comprehension. If you don't understand the passage, you're going to have a hard time. What's that like meme? So as far as ELA in the reading section, actually read it. And if you're the type of person where you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm going to have to read too slow, I might be late, then do your reading section second so you know exactly how much time you have. But that is the key, is to really comprehend the passage, whether that means taking notes after each paragraph, jotting down a little note, whether if that's reading a little bit slower or kind of mouthing the words as you go, whatever you got to do, you got to comprehend what's going on. Once you do that, then you're Gucci. Yes, why is it 0.8? It is 0.8 because she got 20% off. So she does not have to pay for 20% of it, which means that she only has to pay for 80% of it. That's what this math in the corner is. So that's kind of why I did that math straight up. 80%, of course, is 0.8 because 8 over 10. Poems are actually a different language. I have never understood one. I just go on what looks right. Yeah, that may sound like you're not doing really well, but that's actually a pretty solid advice to Reek. Kev 1, I just got here. When a number is outside of parentheses, do you solve the numbers inside the parentheses or do you distribute first? You can do both. Kev, you can do both. In this instance, I didn't because there's nothing to do. You can't combine an M and a 40. So in this case, I could have distributed pretty easily. But yeah, that's a good question. Enjoy reading means you better understand, find things interesting. Yeah, that's a good point, Techno. Yeah. What would be a good score to get into STI? I would look at my last year's results video, and the pinned comment should be all of the scores that are needed. But like I said, it is going to be harder this year. It's I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you guys. If it's true, I'm going to say it, and it's going to be a little bit harder this year for sure. That's at least what I predict. Maybe some people aren't going to be taking the test because they have digital school options. I don't know. That might come into play. But if everything is the same and just the test is the test, it's going to be harder. Yeah. Let's see. What is the cost of tech? You have to look at my old video. Tyler, if I list STI first and Brooklyn Tech second, do you think Brooklyn Tech would still accept me if my score was close to Stuyvesant's? Yeah, that's exactly how that works. So if you don't quite get enough for STI, like for example, like if you put STI and then you put Brooklyn, BK Tech, and let's just I'm making up numbers. This isn't the number. I'm just making it up. Let's say STI is 560 this year and BTech is like 535. And let's say that you score a 540 or a 545. Even if you put STI first and BTech second, STI will look at your score and they go, nope, not high enough. Then you go down to the next. BTech will look at your score and go, yep, we like them, and they'll take you. So they don't hold it against you. So I always recommend putting your dream schools first. A little bit of number problems. Do you think you could study in 17 days with no past studying with a 333 on a practice test? I mean, it's an uphill climb, but I tell this story a lot. I had a friend who had like severe, like he could not read. Very creative individual, really awesome guy, friend of mine, good friend of mine, but he just can't read. Like he literally just can't read. You show him a paragraph and he just is like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He got into the same college I did just because he lucked out on his SAT. So take that with you. I have a burning question. All right, Tariq, let's listen to it burn. Let me actually cut this out. So I have a burning question on binomial multiplication. For something like x plus 1 times the quantity of x plus 2, what's stopping us from saying 1 x plus 1 x plus 2? Distributing the 1 and getting x plus 1. I see. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. What's the best way to explain this? What is the best way to explain this? Is that the parentheses, just because you distribute something, the parentheses don't disappear. So if I have x plus 3 and I distribute this, what I get is 3x plus 9, but the parentheses are still technically there, right? And so what he's asking is basically FOIL, how to do FOIL. And this is on the upper edge of what you guys are expected to know, but it's a good kind of thing to think about. And that stands for first, outside, inside, and last. And so when you're dealing with something like his problem here, x plus 1, x plus 2, you're going to do the first terms. And so x times x is x squared. You're going to do the outside terms, which is this guy and that guy. And you're going to get 2x. You're going to do the inside terms, this 1 and x, and you're going to get an x. And then you're going to do the last terms, 1 and 2. You're going to get 2. And so what you're going to get is x squared plus 3x plus 2. So that's how you FOIL. So I would just stick to foiling, but that is an interesting way to think of it, Tariq. I appreciate that input. Noob Mango. Tyler, is it better to going in blind as a smart student or going in prepared as a not so satisfactory student? Well, you know what they say, Noob Mango. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Let me say that again. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So take that as you will. Tyler, I put Bronx Science first because I didn't want to use up a slot and I know my score isn't high enough. Apparently colleges look at your ranking in that school. Is it true? I don't know if Bronx Science ranks you. I actually don't know that. Is it better to do the math or ELA section first? You just need to listen to your heart. Which one are you better at? Go ahead and dominate that first. But if you go blind, you don't have expectations. Yeah, that's good. Tyler, if you get maybe the cutoff score for STI or a bit above it, would you still be admitted or would they consider you not good enough? Well, if you get the cutoff score or above it, they're gonna bring you in. Everybody who puts STI, who gets above their cutoff score, gets in. Oh, the CIA's here. Whoa, I could tell you were coming. You're glowing in the dark. I'm not afraid of you, CIA. I'm not afraid. Which school is 550 enough for? You'll have to look at last year's scores. I don't know off the top of my head. Just look at my last year video. CIA is in here. Yeah, dude, well, they're probably recruiting you guys. If the CIA is here, they're recruiting the chat. They know how smart the chat is. They're like, okay, who do we get these guys? We're going to take them out to the camp. That's that's what happens when you get recruited. You get taken out to the CIA camp, and they undergo psychological trauma testing to see if you're tough, to see if you're tough enough. All right, let's do like maybe a couple more. I know this is a slow stream, but I'm just getting back to it, guys. Guys, I'm just getting back to it. Let's see here. Oh, someone mentioned number line. Let's do 82. Let's do it up, guys. Let's do 82. All right, guys. Probably last question, but there will be more streams this week. 82. Let's go. All right, we got Sakib coming in with E. We got Anarkia coming with F. Techno on E. Chopper. Yado. Pro Stars. It's like that Markiplier meme that's like ancient. Sakib. Angela. Sleeping Ins on E. Omar. Cosines. Iron Ore is there. I is on F. Too easy. Techno, what can I say? Farian's on it. Brian's on it. Paganini, the great Paganini Capri Sun is on it. Jerry's on it. Abadio. Abariayo. I got F. Bicky is on E. Clash is on E. Robert is on F. Amber E. Moki E. Angela agrees. Yeah, I think the bandwagon is strong on this one. But let's chop it up either way just so we can say we did it. just so we can say we did it. Wow, what a time to be alive. All right, let me get rid of some windows here so I can legitimately read this. Okay. In the figure above, N is the midpoint of MQ, which segment has a length of 2x minus y centimeters. We're getting the ruler out. This is prime time stream. It's ruler time. All right, so that is our beautiful line. We have M, we have Q, we have P, we have N, and we're chilling. We're chilling. P is Y. Between M and P, we have Y, and between M and N, we have X. Okay, so we also know that N is the midpoint. N is the midpoint of all of this. And that's just a little vocab. It's a little vocab for you. So we actually know that this is also X. So that is the problem, filling it out. So 2x minus y. 2x, oh gosh, this is easy. This is easy. What do you guys think? I think everybody's on E or F, right? You can't change your answers, guys. You know the rules. Yeah, you can't change your answers. You can't do it. Do you have any ways to study? I'll get into the chat after this, but so we know that MQ, the entirety of MQ is going to be 2x, right? And so if we subtract this y, here, what are we actually subtracting? We're subtracting all of this. That's what happens when we subtract the y. All of this is gone. So what are we left with? Bank all day. Notice there's like barely any math in that. Isn't that kind of interesting? That was like easy. You guys have any questions about that? Yeah. So that's how this one goes down. That's how this one is answered, guys. That's the secret. That's the secret sauce on this one. Okay, so absolutely shiny, very cool. All right, so let me answer some questions from the chat. I did see them. If you're just here for study material, I'm probably just going to be answering SHSAT questions. So come back tomorrow. We will be streaming tomorrow. Is it bad if you put answers because you feel it just makes sense in the math section? Yeah, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous because a lot of times they put juicy answers for you to pick and they're totally wrong. So, try not to use your instinct unless you absolutely have to. And even if you can't figure out the problem, try to finesse it. Try to plug in numbers, try to plug in the answer choices, try to eliminate answer choice. Like, do your best to put a little finesse in it. Yeah, everybody's SHSAT day is different. Why is it out of 500? I don't understand how it is scored. I thought the highest scaled was 800. I forget exactly what they said. It's like mid 700s. I have to go back and look. It's been a minute, guys. It's been a minute. But yeah, it's in the 700s. It doesn't really matter because very few people get a perfect on the test. So, it's like weird if you get above a 700. Most people are below 600 by a lot. So just keep that in mind. How many of these streams are you going to do? Well, I'm coming back tomorrow. So. Okay, here's the question I was looking at. If there are 500 seats for STI and 501 people get the cutoff, then they will raise the cutoff. They'll raise the cutoff. So what the cutoff score means is if you score above this, you are guaranteed a seat. That's what the cutoff score is. So if the cutoff score is like 560 and you get a 561, you're in no matter what. They can't take your seat away. That's how that works. Oh, also, speaking of how it works, if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you appreciate the content, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and tell your friends, share the video. Always trying to grow the channel, even though I'm freshly back from my hiatus. Yeah, everybody's SHSAT day is different. Some Saturday, some Sunday, but who knows this year? Yeah, that's actually a good advice. Thanks. There's the answer. Is it bad if you, we talked about that. Oh, what's up, Sherrod? Tyler, do you think this year will be the hardest to get in? Yeah, it will be. But that should only motivate you. You gotta be tough. Tyler, why do you think this year will be the hardest to get in? If I had to, I just answered that. But why do I think it will be? Because it's been a trend in the previous years for them to expand programs to offer seats to students who otherwise would not be in the school based on their test score. So because that group of people is getting larger every year, the group of people who get in based solely on their test scores is getting slightly smaller every year. So it's not like it's going to be impossible to get in, but it will be slightly harder than last year to get in. Oh, here are the cutoff scores. Thank you. That's very key. So go ahead, screenshot that if you need to. I think those are right. We should make an online study group. That's what we're doing, bro. Do you have any ways to study for math and ELA? Because all I do is study and I feel like I get any results. Yeah, well, go to my website, check it out. I know it's a little old now. I got to update it, but tylertutor.com. There's that. A lot of new peeps here. Yeah, that is true. Old Man in the Sea. Yeah, very based. Tyler Tutor. No, I'm not your father. No way. I'm not paying for your school. We're deaf coming back in a couple years. Do it. It's pretty easy. Good to see. I like the dislike. If there's one dislike, I can take that. The haters only motivate me. The haters only make me go harder. Tyler, would next year be even harder? I imagine. So. Yeah. CIA ain't that smart. No, dude, that's the big misconception, is that the CIA is full of total geniuses. There are a lot of total geniuses in the CIA, but there's also a lot of total derps who just do exactly what they're told. What kind of programs are you talking about? So I forget the name of it. I want to think it's like Discovery, or is it Dream, or is it Discovery? They give them these like inspiring names, but it's like Dream or Discovery program. And if you're in those programs based on X, Y, and Z, whatever. Tyler, will you ever expand into some other YouTube channel? Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm coming back and I'm doing this just because I know the test is coming up, but I might just continue to stream content just because I think we got a pretty smart chat here, and I could shed some light on the world for you guys. Put the school that you want. The key here is put the schools you want in the order you want them. That's it. So if you want to go to Staten Island Tech, don't put STI first, because you might get into STI. If you want to go to Staten Island Tech above everything else, put that first, right? Any tips for ELA? Yeah, I would just do reading sections, like go through do a couple reading comps and see how that goes. Hello, Mr. Tyler. Do you know a good way to study for the ELA in math? Because I study but feel all over the place. Also, may you please give certain things I mainly need to study on? Xavier, I would go to my website, bro. Go to my website, go to the math section, and I have all of the concepts of the math section written out. And you can just click through them and make sure that you're familiar with them. That's like a good way. I'll buy you a house and a Porsche if you get me into tech. Very cool. I'll do that for you, bro. Discovery program, yeah. Yeah, I'll take the Porsche and the house. What's the highest level math you know? Well, I was helping graduate students get into graduate school. And I'll tell you, some of those math problems, bro, are intense. So I would say that's probably the hardest stuff I've done. Dream is like a thing that helps you. I see. Okay. It's Discovery. Oh, so it is Discovery. Great. Welcome back to the Discovery Channel. It's Shark Week. I'm in Dream. It ain't a dream. Yeah, that's exactly. Why don't they hire me? Why aren't they hiring me? It's like, you guys are ridiculous. I even applied at Pearson's and they said no. I was like, what? Who knows this test better than me? Who did you hire instead of me? I don't know. I think they hate because they ain't. How are you in these programs? Tyler, do you watch anime? I do, but I'm not a weeb. But yeah, I do enjoy. I do partake in the occasional anime. What is the difference between SAT and SHSAT? Oh God, why is this scroll so bad? I need a new mouse. Bruh, really? Okay, what is the difference between the SAT and the SHSAT? Are they the same thing? And if you study for SAT section on Khan Academy, does it make a difference? Yeah, I'd say if you're studying the SAT, that will give you a leg up for the SHSAT. But remember, the SAT is a little bit harder than the SHSAT. Who doesn't go to Green even though they're registered? Yeah, I actually know a lot of people that do that. Tyler, can we meet up and go to the bar and take a few shots of Star toilet water? Thank you for that, Raza. When you're old enough to go to a bar, we can talk about it. You can come too, Shiny, yeah. By how many points do you think cutoff scores will go up by this year? Maybe 5, but they'll probably just make the test harder and keep the cutoff scores the same. That's normally how they do their thing. Tyler, can you do some ELA? I'm done with math. We probably will tomorrow, but not today. Yeah, that's a tough one, Tariq. That's for sure. It's a lot. Will you update your website? Maybe. Is the diagnostic on your web accurate? It was accurate last year. So I don't know if that does anything for you. Get me into tech. You got it, bro. I'll write you a letter. Why is the scroll so bad, bro? If I put, yeah, we talked about that. Go back to the questions, please. I think we're done with questions. Do you have any advice for 9th grade test takers? Yeah, look at an SAT. Like go to College Board and like type in College Board SAT practice test, College Board SAT practice test, and do some math from that. Do some reading comp from that. They should hire you. I know. I don't know why they don't. I'm too good for them. That's why. Yeah. Why are you hiring Dream? Yeah, hire. Yeah, that's a good point. How can you improve SHSAT math? Just grind. Kaplan Spy. I used to work for Kaplan. I would never work for them again unless they paid me a lot of money. Tyler, if I get into tech and STI, then I'll distract the CIA and FBI to save you from their watch list. Very cool. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. Speaking of anime, when are you going to finish JoJo? He's been asking me that forever. I will finish it. What are the main types of math questions in the SHSAT? Algebra and equations. Sleeping in, go to my website, look at the math section. That's the rubric, bro. If I put Brooklyn Tech first and STI second, I get a score for both. I can choose. Nope. If you put Brooklyn Tech first and STI second, and let's say you get a perfect on the test, you're going to Brooklyn Tech. That's the way it goes. So put your school that you want to go the most first. Okay, am I almost caught off with the chat? I'm almost caught up with the chat. Tyler, do you remember the streams in March with Alexander the Great? I'm thinking about doing something like that again, Brian. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but I know a lot about history now. Tutoring these teachers, I've learned a lot about history and about how the world works. So I could definitely give you a non-lame insight in how things operate. I know there's a lot of lame takes out there. My takes are piping hot. They're just straight out of the stove, fresh as they come. Is it a good idea to go absent for the last week of school before the test to study like crazy? If that makes you feel better, maybe. Are the ones who can look in the eyes and truly understand and be able to... Animation Space is on the next level. I don't know if you guys can find him. He's way up. He's way up high. Any tips for the SHSAT? Yeah, just don't stress, because stress will make your mind contract. You need to just relax, bro. I know it's so hard to do it, but just do your best to put it in perspective, right? You know, a quarterback doesn't go into the Super Bowl going, "Oh my gosh, I hope I do good in the game today. I hope I remember all my plays." No, that quarterback's going to lose. You go into the Super Bowl with confidence and saying, "Hey, something's going to go bad, something's going to go good. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but I know me and I trust myself and it's all good." That's the attitude. What do you do when you take the real test and all the questions are easy? Oh, yep, that's exactly it, Janab. If you get a really easy test, you need to like kind of just pump the brakes and go, okay, are all of these correct? Because if it's super easy, you need to make sure that you're getting as close to a perfect score as you can. Tyler, can you use SAT math? Yes, you can. Shave your beard and act as me and take the test from me. Okay, how tall are you? Kaplan slander. Well, I used to work for them, so I know the vibe there. And it's good. It's a good tutoring service, but it's a big corporation. What do you expect? It's very standard. 2020 SAT, Kaplan tortured him. No, they actually treated me really good, but I just had a better opportunity to go out on my own. Tyler, can we use the SAT math? Yes, I think I already answered that. So nervous. That's okay. Everybody is. Just remember that. Look around in the test room. Everybody is feeling nervous. It's okay. Since you are making these videos and are not under the government, does this make you a vigilante? Well, it might be. I cannot confirm nor deny. Can we see your dog? I'll post a pic tomorrow. What's up, Pink Pirates? Yeah, that's true, Paganini. So how do you calculate? Yeah, it's so hard. because they actually use an algorithm, so I can't even tell you what this would be. It depends on if the test is easy or hard. There's a lot to it. I'm down to learn about its history. Yeah, history is epic, dude. I'm telling you. People have been teaching history wrong, dude. It's a tragedy, bro. Thank you for all you do for our students. You got it, Golden Bee. All right. Tyler, what time are you streaming tomorrow? 6 p.m. Wiz, you can always send me an email for that. Tyler, oh my God. All right. Can we see your dog? Okay, Tyler, thanks for coming back. Oh, you dropped this king. Thanks, bro. If you don't get into one of the high schools, then you basically waste your time. Not true, actually. Because what does Roosevelt say? It is not the critic who stands in the stands and watches the gladiator in the arena. It is the gladiator who goes out, and I'm butchering this quote, but it's the gladiator who goes out and fights. And whether he wins or loses, he has more honor than those who don't fight at all. So if you go and you take this test and you lose, you will come out better than if you didn't take it at all. You'll learn something about yourself. You will have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, a little extra confidence of having at least attempted it. If you got close, then maybe, so definitely take it. I notice you. Bruh, I'm going to end up going to the SHSAT as a quarterback. Yeah. Any tips on how to increase my grade? I don't know. You got to grind, bro. That's a low score, TBH. Yeah, I'm actually 7'5", so 6'11". No, I'm not actually 7'5". How do I increase I think I'm here. Am I finally here? I think I'm finally here, bro. Yep, I'm finally here. This is the way. Show me the way. This is the way. I think about it. We're taking your school. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Just minimize it in your mind. Minimize the importance. How do you increase your timing? Just you have to practice timing. And should you trust your gut? If your gut is right. Everybody's different, bro. You have a California vibe? Yeah, I was definitely stomping there. Dude, I'm finally caught up with the chat. Bruh. Is SHSAT administered in classrooms or cafeteria? I don't know how they're going to do that, TBH. Tyler's dog will assassinate Tyler. No, my dog loves me, dude. I live in a downtown area, and I'm pretty close to being able to walk him off leash just because his love for me is so strong. He'll never leave my side. Yeah, I'm also 7'5", Techno. So 7'5" brothers right there. Based. Will you be able to be more active on Discord? Probably. I guess I should shill this now. Because I'm about to leave. But ladies and gentlemen, this is my Minecraft server. Go ahead and take a screenshot of it if you'd like to join us on the server. I've been here, actually. People are like, where have you been? I'm like, playing Minecraft. So this is where I've been. We just had a landscaper come through. So, dang, Tyler must be rich if he lived in Calabasas. The students were. I could say that. Tyler's 13'11". Yeah, if it's warm outside, bro, I'm going to get the world record for longest throw. Yo, I also got into town, said nice. If Sty has oh my God, you've asked this question. They raise the cutoff score until only 500 people get in. And if it's on the line, I don't know what they do, actually. I literally don't know what they do at that point. Give me your Discord. I'll have to fire it up later. But yeah, here's the server. All right, better not leave again. I won't, Raza. Do I remember Bongo? Yeah, I remember Bongo. Of course I remember Bongo. Yeah. So you can't run Minecraft right now. Oh my God, that's a new computer? How many questions should I get right to secure into tech at a 114? Syed, shoot for 114, bro. You know what they say, in sniper training, they say aim small, miss small. So if you have to hit a small target, aim even smaller. So if you need to, let's just say hypothetically, get 90 questions right, you should try to get 99 questions right. So if you slip up, you're still good. You know what I mean? I have a Mac and can't play Minecraft on it. It sucks. Yeah, you can. You can play Minecraft on it, but you might. I actually have a Mac as well that I sometimes play Minecraft on, and it overheats. So I use like an ice pack to. I legitimately put an ice pack on my computer to cool it off while I'm playing. But yeah, I can run it. Let's see. Will you stream tomorrow? Yes, I will be. Do you have a custom PC or pre-built? Custom PC part picker, bro. I think about 8 or 9 will get in. All right, cool. Guys, that is the chat. That is what is going on here. Guys, what a time to be alive. TylerTutor.com. This is my email address you guys should hit me up at. I'll be on Minecraft tonight just chilling if you want to come hang or whatever. What a time to be alive. But I got to dip. So see you tomorrow, 6 p.